Hey, it's John Riley, working on an Echo CS2511T. This has 3 bolts that hold on the pull starter cover. And this one was gone in the back. It was just missing. This one right here. What I do is I put the kit in with epoxy. These two are just spinning. So in order to get them out when they spin, what I do is I use this from Home Depot. It's a 25, it's not 27 like most of them are, Torx. It works just fine, and it's long. I like it because you can skinny this up and use it to take still cylinders right off. 1, 2, 3, just pop them right off. Muffler, cylinder, side covers, everything. I use the living shit out of this, and it's great because it's cheap and you get it at Home Depot. So anywho, I take this on a bigger impact and I screw these in because it just spins until they smoke and heat up. Then you could lift the pull starter out and it kind of burns them out. That's one way to get them out. Then I take this drill bit and I drill these out, and then I take this long bolt and I put this new piece on this bolt and I tap it in with a hammer. And if it goes in a little too tight, I'll pull it back out and I'll take the drill and kind of just work it around a little bit, because you can crack these real easy. But it's real important to use good epoxy, 24-hour, not the 5-minute shit. Use the slow drying. I use JB Weld because it's high quality epoxy. And I epoxy these new, whatever they're called, ferrules, or I have no idea what the terminology is for these. But I put these in and they're in for life. And if you put them in right and you don't crack them, they'll just last. And you can put the cover on and off. Always oil these things. Clean them and oil them because they get stuck. Always make sure all the shit's out of here, especially if in Florida you get a lot of palm debris that builds up in here. I clean all this stuff out. This piece of plastic was shot because I remember working with this guy a year ago. He had the same saw on a job. It wouldn't start because that was missing. It was just, and they haven't had it running in a long time. So I had one of these because the last time I bought one of these plastic pieces, obviously I bought them both. I would have bought more if they would have had them, but they only had 2. So I was like, shit, I know I got one of these. So I got the oversized screws, and then you got to knock out these little, they're like little metal inserts, and I'll show you what they look like. I should have had everything just laying out, but I didn't. This is exactly what it looks like. And I saved these because some hedge trimmers use these type of things to shim the blades. So they work for that too. But anyway, once you put these in and you epoxy them in with the 24-hour shit, you can just take a Dremel with like a carbide burr, go across the top of it, knock off the excess epoxy off the top. Like that's got a bunch of it that just dripped out, which is good because you want to use enough of it to where it really glues them suckers in for life. And then what I do is just put a little bit of oil on this. You don't need Loctite. Just as long as they're snug, they're not going to come loose. So you don't want these screws into like with Loctite or anything, because man, these threads are just living on a prayer as it is. So anyway, hopefully this thing will flange in flat and with the bigger screws, and it'll be fine. Okay, that's my video. Thanks.